Breaking news right now at 6, a manhunt underway for this man in Volusia County. What investigators say he is wanted for and why no one should approach him.
Also breaking right now, a Brightline train hits a car in Brevard County. What we are learning from investigators tonight.
Potential for more victims. We want the folks to see this man and know what he's about.
A Marion County man is facing serious charges tonight, accused of molesting a 14-year-old girl. How investigators were able to track him down and take him into custody.
WESH 2 News starts with breaking news.
That breaking news is out of Volusia County, where deputies are searching for a man wanted in a double murder. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Summer Knowles. That manhunt is happening right now. WESH 2's Pamela Combe is live into land where deputies think this man might be. And Pamela, why do they think he's here?
Well, Summer, with the help of technology, they were able to track him down here to Florida. They do believe he is in the West DeLand area. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office warns residents to not approach him. If you see him, they do believe he is armed and dangerous. Now on your screen, you should see a photo of 50-year-old Scott Mitchell. Deputies say he recently shaved off his beard. He's about 5'11" with blonde red hair. He is a suspect in a double homicide that happened February 3rd in a home in Binghamton, New York. A Chevrolet Impala linked to Mitchell was found abandoned Saturday afternoon in South Carolina. Search efforts quickly shifted there and then to Florida, again here in that West DeLand area. Now the sheriff's office does say that a vehicle was recovered and he is believed to be on foot. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. Covering Volusia County, live in DeLand, Pamela Combe, WESH 2 News.
We're also staying on top of breaking news out of Brevard County at this hour. A Brightline train hit a vehicle this afternoon near Jordan Boulevard and US 1 in Malabar. We got some video from Chopper 2 where you're told that the driver of the car had to be taken out of that vehicle and was then taken to the hospital. The severity of his injuries are unknown. FHP is investigating, and we will update you once we learn more on air and online at WESH.com.
Now to more breaking news that we're following, this time from NASA tonight, where NASA and SpaceX are speeding up the Crew 10 launch to bring home Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams sooner. The Crew 10 launch is now expected to happen on March 12th. Once Crew 10 is settled in, SpaceX will get NASA astronauts Nihag, Sunny Williams, and Butch Wilmore to return home days later. Butch and Sunny joined Crew 9 after their Boeing Starliner test capsule experienced technical issues last June.
Lawmakers in Tallahassee are now in a second special session to come up with Florida's immigration reform response. Yeah, the State House and Senate convened again today after last month's special session turned into a clash between Republican legislative leaders and Governor Ron DeSantis. WESH News' Jesse Pagan joins us live in Tallahassee on the first day of the special session. Jesse, this time it seems Republican leaders are working with the governor.
Stu, Summer, it seems like it. As you'll remember, last month's special session spiraled into that clash between Republican leadership here at the legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis on figuring out what they wanted to do with the state's immigration enforcement. But it seems they have talked it out and have come to a compromise, which ended up with the introduction of the Trump Act. However, Governor DeSantis was not happy with the first version of that. Now, some Democratic leaders up here at the legislature say they are also focused on the so-called dreamers who would see their in-state tuition fees be wiped away and actually go up with these set of new bills. They say they'll be advocating for at least the current dreamers who are currently in colleges right now throughout the state of Florida to continue to receive that lowered cost in-state tuition until they at least graduate. Now, tomorrow the bills all go to the Budget and Appropriations committees on both sides, and then we expect most of the action and the debate on all these bills to happen on Thursday when the House and the Senate have their actual floor sessions. Of course, we are going to stay up here for all of that. Live in Tallahassee at the state capitol, Jesse Pagan, WESH 2 News.
As Jesse mentioned, he will be in Tallahassee covering the special session all week. Look for his live reports this week on WESH 2 News. You can also get updates online at WESH.com.
Also in Tallahassee right now, a new bill in Florida's legislature would ban using AI to detect guns. This bill would ban using AI with cameras or recording devices to detect firearms in public spaces. Violators could face misdemeanor charges. However, this would not apply on school grounds, police stations, courthouses, or polling places. The regular legislative session starts March 4th. A Marion County man is now behind bars, accused of molesting a 14-year-old girl that investigators say he convinced to get in his truck.
He's now facing several charges, including human trafficking. WESH News' Michelle Meredith explains how they were able to catch the suspect. The sheriff's office tells us he is in the Marion County jail. He's also being detained by ICE for possible deportation after he faces these charges.
We have an update now on a deadly crash that we first reported as breaking news last night at 11. Ocala police have now identified the man who was hit and killed as 62-year-old Vernon Warren. Police say a SUV was heading east on West Silver Springs Boulevard between MLK Jr. Avenue and Northwest 27th Avenue when it hit Warren. Police say Warren was not in a crosswalk or at an intersection at the time and died at the scene. This crash remains under investigation. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is now searching for clues right now after a lawn maintenance crew discovered skeletal remains in Melbourne. The Sheriff's Public Information Officer, Todd Goodyear, tells WESH News the remains were discovered near Space Coast Parkway and Brandywine Lane late Monday afternoon. Right now, evidence teams are searching the area in an attempt to piece together how this person got there. Anyone with information is urged to call the Sheriff's Office immediately. We do expect an update later this afternoon.
Also in Brevard County, Cocoa police are looking for the driver who hit a woman who was riding an electric bike. This happened last Thursday at the intersection of State Road 520 and Washington Avenue. Police say as the woman got hit by a silver Dodge Caravan while crossing the intersection, she has a broken wrist. Police say the driver got out of the car to check on her but left before emergency crews arrived. A circuit judge in Orange County has sided with the public school district after a mother of 2 students sued when she was let go from volunteering over her OnlyFans account. We first brought you this story in October 2021 when Victoria Treese first said she was suing the district. She had been volunteering for 5 years but was told she could no longer be on campus with her kids because of the explicit images on her OnlyFans account. So she sued the district. Just last month, the judge ruled in favor of the district, saying the mom did not have a right to volunteer.
Today, a federal appeals court dismissed President Donald Trump's classified documents case appeal. Now, this marks the end of the prosecution brought by special counsel Jack Smith. The Justice Department had already dropped the case because of its view that a sitting president cannot be prosecuted. Well, now the 11th Circuit Appeals Court has formally dismissed the remainder of that case against Trump's co-defendants, Walnelta and Carlos de Oliveira. Both men had been facing charges of obstructing justice for allegedly helping to move highly classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. All right, the countdown is on, and we are just 100 days from the opening of Universal Epic Universe.
Still ahead, a look at some of the items on the menu to tempt your taste buds once the park opens to visitors. Plus,
I've also never in my entire life, after owning several homes, ever paid this much money for water.
And now their utility company wants to raise their rates. Next at 6, the water issues plaguing this Longwood neighborhood as the company goes before the state's Public Service Commission.
And summer, it was a warm afternoon yet again, mid-80s through the metro areas. Even at the beaches, we saw an uptick in the temperatures, but we're going much higher now the next 48 hours, near record and record territory. I'm breaking that down in our rising rain chances when I see it coming up at 6:18.
Tonight, more than 100 million people under winter alerts ahead of back-to-back winter storms and the billionaire battle over the future of AI and how it's playing out on the world stage. Those stories and more tonight on Nightly News.
we continue with a story that could mean higher water bills for homeowners in 5 Central Florida counties. The Florida Public Service Commission held a hearing today about Sunshine Water Service's proposed rate increases.
As WESH News' Justin Shecker found out, families in a Longwood community are now having ongoing issues with their water supply. The state's Office of Public Counsel is arguing against the proposed rate increases. The commission's staff will make a recommendation before a vote at a later date.
We are officially 100 days away from the grand opening of Universal Epic Universe. Chopper 2 flew over the park today as team members put on the final touches on the 5 worlds. Today we spotted Dart the Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Burke. That's one of the 5 worlds coming to Epic. There's also a Celestial Park, Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic.
Universal has gone above and beyond even the scale model at the preview center, even the permits. Nothing could prepare me for just how beautiful and over the top extravagant this theme park is.
Today, Universal released some of the food and drinks that guests can try across 30 different dining locations. To see those menu items, head over to WESH.com and look under Park Central.
All right, time now to get a check of our Central Florida certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Tony, we're talking about how warm it is, but also we are going to get some rain I've been gloating to our neighbors up north because they have snow right now, so big difference.
You got some video just a couple minutes ago. Yeah.
It's a lot of snow.
It's, we're going to be near 90 tomorrow, and they've got a snowstorm up north. So go ahead and rub it in. I know that's what you want to do. I do the same thing.
Just a little bit.
85 to 90 the next 48 hours. We head into Valentine's Day. Just a couple showers around and a little bit cooler, falling back into the upper 70s. And then as we head into the weekend, we'll have some rain around both days, but a front will arrive Sunday afternoon, and then that will configure our temperatures back to where they should be for the middle of February on President's Day. Let's take a look, a live look outside right now. What a beautiful afternoon. 72 Palm Coast, 78 Leesburg. Look at Kissimmee, still right now at 80 degrees. Big Ridge of high pressure dominating our weather pattern, throwing all of that moisture up and over well to our north, producing that snow, that sleet, the freezing rain through the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. They're going to be getting in on some of that, while down to the south, it feels like summer already today. Tomorrow, 85 to about 89 degrees. A bit of a breeze out of the south-southeast today. That'll turn around to the south-southwest tomorrow, and we'll get a little bit more of this. Some afternoon showers developing as we get you into a Wednesday afternoon, but I really think the uptick is going to come during the day on Thursday and Friday. So next hour or two, maybe just a little bit of rain here in our northeastern corridor. Otherwise, things are going to be pretty mild with some patchy laid fog favoring the I-75 corridor overnight tonight. Look at the temperatures there. Low 60s in Marion, low to the middle 60s from Bushnell to Mount Dora, down towards Claremont and Groveland, 64 St. Cloud, 65 Celebration, right there on the sand. Middle and upper 60s, I-4 corridor from Daytona Beach down towards Disney, 62 to 65, and from Windermere to Wedgefield, right around 63 to 65. So let's put it all together here for you. Fog off towards the west. That burns off. A warm afternoon with the south-southwest winds and maybe a few showers developing on that west breeze. But I really think the moisture is going to pick up here as we get you on into a Friday afternoon. More fog in the morning there as we go through Thursday. But look at Thursday and Friday afternoon. A little bit more moisture now out ahead of our developing weather maker off to the north and west. And there could even be, depending on how much instability, a few isolated storms into Brevard County. And the rainfall amounts are going to be the heaviest on the eastern side of the peninsula because of the overall wind setup out of the southwest, both at the surface and west upstairs. Warm temperatures, 85 to near 90. The land jumping up to about 84, 85. The attractions tomorrow, middle and upper 80s. You won't have the summertime humidity, but you will need the shades and the sunblock to keep yourselves protected. And there's that front. So what happens is it moves in, and then it kind of stalls out or washes out over central Florida. That's why the rainfall chances will be going up. But out ahead of it, both tomorrow, look at this, near record and record heat, and again on Thursday, Orlando, Sanford, Leesburg, near record and record heat expected. For Valentine's, a couple of isolated showers early on, otherwise nice and mild, but not too bad. And then what I wanted to do here was head into the weekend. We've got racing on Saturday. There could be a couple of showers around for the races, the duels there. And then as we go into Sunday, the Euro is a lot quicker than the GFS model with the rain coming on in. So we're going to have to watch the timing. We want the GFS to be right. The rain would arrive after the running of the Daytona 500. If the Euro is right, it gets in during racing, and that could be a problem. There's your drop in the temperatures now as we head into early next week, falling back into the 60s and 70s.
WESH 2 Sports is sponsored by Mullinax Ford, Florida's largest Ford retailer. For upfront pricing and no dealer fees, shop Mullinax where car buying is simple, easy, fun. Artificial intelligence could soon be transforming the auto repair industry.
You name it, the machine detects absolutely everything.
Giving you a clearer look at potential problems in just seconds.
I'm transportation expert Megan Mackey. I put my own vehicle to the test. See what this AI scanner technology can reveal and how it compares to a traditional mechanic's inspection.
I would be most intrigued to see what information they got out of it.
Tonight at 11 on WESH 2 News. Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Maybe the third time is the charm of everybody. I'm Darren Stoltz. So sports comes to you live tonight from East Orlando as UCF gets set to host a third top 10 foe since the month of January. Thank you, Kristen. Our live coverage from the World Center of Racing starts tomorrow, leading you all the way up to Sunday. That is it for Sports Live in East Orlando. Darren Stoltzfus. More news after this.
Remember, WESH 2 News is always online at WESH.com. You get updates free anytime on our WESH 2 app.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.